出ます。さあ、始めますか。ボストンピアス鑑定事務所。永久以上。免許制なんだ。免許制なんだ。小さいぞ。では、正気を保てる者がいるなら。おお。ダメや。ああ。動け。自動で動くんか。もうちょっとサメ見たかったな。どこも。ちょっとさっきのサメ。酔いそう。ションブラーがきついんかな。酔いそうやな。あかんわ。ションブラー切った。いや、まだきついぞ。サメサメですね。サメ。眺める。走れない。ああ、そうだ。それ読み込み入れてない。よいしょ。いや、なんだこれ。飽きません。めっちゃ光り輝くな。大丈夫？ボルトカッター。あ、これで切れと。走れるやん。これ落ちたらどうなんねやろ。落ちられへん。落ちられへん。見えんかってんけど。だけかな。ないな。キョロキョロしてたせいで。 やるじゃん、ボルトカッター。一回切っただけで壊れへん。なんか、運命がどうのこうの言ってはるけど、ここはかへんのかい。ボルトカッターあ。いるか。チャッチか。お前は選ばれし者なんだ。なぜジャンプできへんの顔ないやん、こいつら全員。ああ、なんかやばそうな人。ああ、死んだ。あ、場所関係ないで。という夢を見たのさて。ああ。俺の事務所。俺の探偵事務所。ああ。復讐勘違いの思想。飲む運命を左右しますだって。あらら。
Been a while since I jotted down something other than my nightmares.
何？俺の記憶を認め？治療はもう必要ないと、シャメルが、シャメル、思ってくれる。あ、じゃあ、終わりなの。はいはい。はい。もしもし。
Are you Edward Pierce, private investigator contracted by the Wentworth Detective Agency?
That's correct.
Hello, Mr. Pierce. I'm Lucy Sherrifield, in charge of investigators over at Wentworth. I'm calling because of a problem with your file.
あなたのファイルに問題が生じたため
Is that right?
火事。
I'm so very sorry, but I have to collect your personal information yet again.
あなたの情報を教えてください。そういう、ああ、なるほど。ああ、なるほど。こういうスキルを売っていけと。納金でいい。納金でいい？エボシ。よく TRPG であるやつ。多分。オルトはオカルトの知識。神話知識の。わけわかんねえなぁ。取っていいでしょ。引力超低いな。心学。 目星。僕使わないと次のレベルまで上がらないってことだね。あ、これでは。では。これ面白そう。はい。あ。
Thank you for this information, Mr. Pierce. Our files will soon be up to date. And on a related matter, may I raise a sensitive question?
What's wrong?
As you know, we wish to closely monitor the progress of our contractors. And it would seem you've been accepting fewer new cases.
Work is scarce.
Mr. Pierce, you know as well as I do, there's never been more investigative work than now.
But are those cases worth it?
They're
や
worth
る価値のある仕事ですか。
Show yourself worthy of the Wentworth Detective Agency, and we might keep you on the payroll. Mr. Pierce, do you still...
I'm coming.
強って。
Sir, I came here on the advice of a person whom I hold in high esteem, and I must say that I expected anything but a drunkard's lair.
You're free to leave anytime, sir.
飲んじゃったから。
Do you know to whom you speak?
Stephen Webster, industrialist and art collector. All of Boston knows you.
Tell me, Mr. Pierce, are you capable of handling a new case, or are you simply a deadbeat inebriate?
If you come to me, it means you're desperate.
Nobody believes me. They take me for an old fool. Sarah, my little girl, she is dead. Even you must know of her. She was Sarah Hawkins.
The painter? Yes. Everyone knows her work.
The police accuse her of killing her family. They all died in a fire. Sarah, her husband, and Simon, my grandson.
I can't do anything for a woman who is already dead.
Find out the truth. They say she was mad, but I know that's a lie. She would never have done such a thing.
But if you have no proof...
I've brought all that I have. Look. I want you to look carefully at this painting.
なるほど。こうやって巻き込まれてい
Tell me
く。
all the assumptions that come to mind.
What am I supposed to find?
Tell me if this is the work of madness. Or if, on the contrary, you manage to detect some logic, a rationality to follow so that I may understand it.
Is that all you want from me?
Yes, please.
All right. I'll look at your picture.
いいな。
That's all you've got? The painting?
I placed a file on your desk. It contains everything I have on the affair.
あ。殴れないか。だろ
A warehouse on Darkwater. Some sketches of the Hawkins family.
うるせえな。
Rather...
このゲームで。これでけえな。変だけど。あ、森。手がでけえのか。
thin.
あ、うん。あ、もう見れない。ああ。お小気道。あ。ああ。 さっき、剣士太郎スタジオ。あ、直
Its
し
strange beauty isn't enough to hide the feeling of dread it carries.
So, Mr. Pierce, what do you make of these elements?
調査、プロ。プロってなんだよ。
The sender's label mentions Warehouse 36.
That's right. It came with Sarah's last painting.
And you think your daughter could have been the sender?
That is what you must find out. Go to Darkwater. Find
ダ
Warehouse
ーククォーター
36.
に行ってくれ。なくねえんですけど。
Darkwater? Never heard of the place. Where is that?
It's a small, remote island off the coast of Boston. Sarah lived there with her son and her husband.
I suppose you want to ship me off there.
Darkwater holds the secret regarding my daughter, Mr. Pierce. You must uncover it.
Her husband was a big deal on the island,
これいいの？
but the police are sticking to the accident theory. Though they mentioned Sarah's mental state was fragile. I believe you are right, sir. This case is not as simple as it appears.
I am aware of that. I believe there is more to this case than just an accident.
You must tell me if what the police suggest about the mental state of your daughter is true.
No. Sarah had visions. Everyone knew that. She never would have hurt a fly. She only thought she saw things.
Saw things? What do you mean by that?
I never knew what she meant by that. My daughter was an enigmatic figure, Mr. Pierce. You must find out the truth about her life
あ、
and death.
I think I'm beginning to understand.
I'm willing to do anything for my daughter to recover her honor.
Quiet down. I'm on your side. Let's sum things up. An artist dies with her family in a house fire. Your only clue
家族死んだ。
is a sort of promontory painting
ダ
sent
ダ
from
ークウォーター
Darkwater
とか
right
から
before
変な
her
絵
death,
送られてきた。
Correct. And the rumors about her supposed folly.
夢が
Which you don't
狂っとっ
totally
た。
Find that warehouse. Find out the truth regarding Sarah Hawkins' death. You'll be handsomely compensated.
All right, I'll take the case.
お金、お
I'll go to
金。
Darkwater and look into the death of your daughter.
Thank you, Mr. Pierce. I didn't expect any less coming from a man in your situation.
Something's queer. But it's not like I have a choice.
なんだかも。
Darkwater. I think I've got a book on the North Atlantic. I'll no doubt find some. I used to be an avid reader. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases. The Wentworth Agency doesn't attract top-notch cases.
はい。
Married woman runs off with her girlfriend. The husband couldn't understand it.
あ。いや、調査終了してるやん。あ、医学書。はい。あ、こうやってスキルも上が
Darkwater
る
is
よ
off the
と。
coast of Boston. But I've never heard of it. All I have, Darkwater is off the coast of Boston.
ダークウォーター。
But I've never heard of it.
Oh.
According to this book, it was often mentioned during whale hunting times at the end of the 19th century. But it seems to have been shunned since then.
だけ。
Natural sciences, linguistics, archaeology.
ここまでに
I should get
聞いて
rid
よ
of
っ
all
て
this stuff.
道捨てみたい。
A good old story of blackmail in a speakeasy.
あ、なるほどね。 デブ。さっき
I
の
wonder
マッ
why
ク
I
か
still take these things.
あ。この中に、ラポーター行きますか。トラ・ホーキンス事件。呪われた画家が火事を起こし、自らと家族を犠牲にしたとされている。ああ。あ、そっか。寝ていかんとあかんのか。どうやるんだな。おー。
We're almost there.
長かったら。ああ、してんのか。
Stay on board. There's guys coming to unload.
タバコ捨てた。
Welcome to Darkwater Island, Mr. Pierce.
Why, thank you, Captain Fitzroy.
So, what wind brought you?
Does the Hawkins case mean anything to you?
A sad story that we would all prefer to forget.
いいね。
Charles Hawkins may have been a landlubber,
Welcome
but he
to
was a good man.
Darkwater.
And his wife, Sarah Hawkins.
A nice young woman, and a great painter. What a tragedy.
Ah.
You know what? Go have a drink of the stranded whale. What you need is a good pick-me-up. Mitchell may not be very welcoming, but his bar holds a surprise for you. As for me, you'll find me at the harbor master's office.
あ、
If
じゃあこ
it's
っ
the
ち。
Hawkins family that brings you here, I have a pile of documents that should interest you.
Understood. I'm going for a look around the docks.
してない。そればっか。ばっか。ねえ。あれで、ずらされてる。
The blood is just beginning to coagulate. It died a short time ago. Only a specialist would know what killed it.
Don't put that beast back in the
楽
water,
なんだ
you
よ。
shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us
じゃあ
into
全員
trouble.
同じ顔しとるやんけ。
You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
The same goes for you, sir. Move along.
I'm looking for this address. Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
Ah,
ここ。
and so who are you?
I didn't introduce myself. Edward Pierce, private detective.
In any case, it's not very important. I can't answer that.
You can't? Or you don't want to?
Oh, no. I'm not getting into those games, me. Now, please, allow me to do my job.
You can't understand.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters, you're crazy.
They're cops. They can't understand.
Damn stupid
めっ
idiots.
ちゃ見てくるやん。
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
あ、言って
That's
んのか、こ
no
いつ。
way to treat an omen.
Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
一応。届いないんや。まずここ池入れてきた。おうおう。おう。同じ顔しとんだ。同じ顔しとんだ、お前ら。はい。
Hey, be careful.
見られてた。
Let's get him another drink. He's dry.
In my bar, we don't serve troublemakers.
That guy was looking for trouble. So choose your camp if you don't want the same treatment.
Hey, buddy, I don't want any trouble.
So serve me a drink.
Just to make things clear, only regulars can run up and tab. Others pay.
I didn't expect to find alcohol on this island. What's the source of this miracle?
You mean who? Our source of supply wouldn't like me to betray them to the first comer.
I'll tell nobody.
She'd know it anyway. Anything else?
The stranded whale. I guess this bar has been here a long time.
What can I tell you? I'm a nostalgic sort of guy. The name, it reminds us of the golden age of Darkwater, when our whalers left for long months and came back sweating and stinking of the oil and flesh of the whales they'd been hunting.
It was a tough time, all the same.
Ah, but steeped in glory. We've never known such wealth since then.
What can you tell me about her?
We all knew she was famous on the mainland for her paintings. Never understood why. Then, I don't want to speak ill of the dead.
ああ。
Her vision. Was it so terrible?
Way I see it, the truth is really a question of point of view.
What do you mean by that?
Do you still trust the truth after a bottle of whiskey?
Her style made her famous. How would you describe it? Tortured?
Yeah, well, it wasn't normal. I mean, for a young woman with a child and all that. We saw them in the papers and we said to ourselves, who can paint such things? Is that how she sees the world?
So they made you feel uncomfortable.
You need to see them for yourself. Make up your own mind.
I've got what I need.
Anything else?
Do you know where this place is?
してます。
Warehouse 36, Darkwater Harbor.
The Hawkins warehouse. I see, yeah. If I were you, I wouldn't hang around there.
Why not?
First off, there are rumors. Sailors from around here say you can hear noises coming from the warehouse at night. Screams, that sort of thing.
Screams.
And that's not all. There's the fate of its owners and all the superstitions that go with it. But I'll say no more. Anything else?
Captain Fitzroy told me about a little pick-me-up.
You want a drink?
飲まない。飲まない。
That'll be all for now.
いや、飲みまくるプレイもいいのかな逆に。はい、飲んで。
And the doctor, what did he say?
Nightmares. Can hear things and voices whispering. Will follow its reader and appear at various locations, gifted with its own consciousness, until it finds a new reader.
She won't stop asking. Not that again. She will get us into trouble. I know.
見ろよ。
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
Oh.
Do you
I'm
like
so
our song?
We're true sirens. We may not be pros, but we give it all we've got.
That's true. It's a reminder of the time when we were still fishing for whales off Darkwater Island.
What brought whaling to an end?
The whales, of course.
They all disappeared.
You exhausted the stocks.
You could say that, yes. There were fewer and fewer of them.
Until the last, the biggest.
The one of the miraculous catch.
Exactly.
I've never heard this song before.
Only people from here know it. It tells the story of the miraculous catch.
I saw the newspaper clipping. You don't believe it, do you?
Watch what you say, young man.
That catch saved our island.
Ah. Where's the proof?
We're the proof. Without it, the whole of Darkwater would have died of hunger in 1847.
It's true. Everything happened just as it says in the newspaper report. Our grandparents tasted its flesh.
And it was delicious.
I bid you farewell, gentlemen.
Good night, stranger.
So long.
そういうことね。そういうことね。
The girl doctor.
The miraculous catch. Apparently, the most significant event of the last 80 years.
いいんだから食っちゃったぞ。島の人みんなが食っちゃったぞ。ああ。
What you looking at, stranger?
I've rarely seen a woman who can hold her liquor so confidently.
What gives you the right to judge me?
Ah, it was a compliment.
So what? Let me drink, stranger. I told you to beat it. 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 I told you to beat it.
ダメだし。入れるまで話しちゃうか。ないよ。
What did he say? He laughed. My God. You said it.
Charles Hawkins was a heavy drinker. And a debtor. Interesting.
あ、付け書いてるんだ。
Prohibition is just a joke around here.
あ、
That
禁
suits
酒
me
法なん
fine.
だ。
Prohibition is just a joke
禁
around
酒
here.
法時代。
That suits me fine.
I've brought out the Charles Hawkins
Like that,
cargo
okay.
manifests. They're on the table
ダ
next
向
to
けて
you.
る。
But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck. I've brought out the Charles Hawkins cargo manifests. They're on the table next to you. But in truth, you're likely to be disappointed. When you're done, come join me on the deck.
I wonder what Captain Fitzroy has got to say about this woman cat. Broken. This place seems half abandoned. These manifests are signed by Charles Hawkins. But that's all I'll get from them.
私、この目録からはわからない。あ、
Fishing equipment. Could do with some rust remover.
もう開けようとする。ネズミが死んでる。何を言ってた？
A souvenir from a more prosperous era. I guess this blackboard hasn't been wiped for more than 70 years.
こちら取ったスコア的なやつ。
The Scylla. It finished up beached at the entrance to the harbor.
地に場所してた。ああ。医学書。勝手に上がんな、医学。こうやってちょっとずつ上げていく。
This man and Fitzroy could be twins.
ああ、帰属してるな。 長くつい
What a
てると。
macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir. What a macabre souvenir.
筋がいるような。
What a macabre souvenir.
何？喉を高くなる。何？あ。
From here, I see everything that goes on in the harbor. The hard-working lives of my sailors, the fights at the stranded whale. Even the antics of these wharf rats don't escape me.
It's you who lays down the law around here.
Oh, I wouldn't go that far. I'm just the last serving captain on Darkwater. Tell me what I can do to help you.
I'm looking for Warehouse 36.
Look, it's right there. The warehouse is opposite the jetty. You can't miss it.
あれ？
Understood.
You know who the building belongs to, don't you?
It belonged to the Hawkins family.
Precisely. Ship owners from father to son.
I think that somebody here wanted me to search this warehouse. Your manifests have been blacked out. They're totally unreadable.
Yeah, I saw that. I've got no idea who did it or why. I don't remember having countersigned anything special enough for someone to hide it.
And why obliterate the dates, as well as the goods stored in the warehouse?
You mean that the dates have some meaning?
I know that Charles Hawkins was descended from a family of ship owners, and the island's fishing industry was hit badly.
Indeed, we specialized in whaling, but no whalers went out to sea after the miraculous catch of 1847.
So where did the Hawkins family get its money?
Well, from what Charles inherited, I presume. Although, these dates on the manifests could indicate that he had contracts of another kind.
With whom, I wonder? I was looking at your
この
photograph,
写真パクってき
one
た
of
ん
the
か。
man in front of the boat.
Ah, yes, I can see the one you're talking about.
Interesting resemblance. I thought it was you, but with a wooden leg.
And for good reason. That's my father in the photograph.
Your father?
John Fitzroy, captain of the Scylla. His wooden leg is here. You can go and see it if you're interested.
あれが木製の義足やったんか。筋のポールような。
I'm just back from the wharves. The dead killer whale is unsettling the sailors.
Ah, yes. Us men of the sea are superstitious folk.
Killer whales don't have many known predators.
That's true. And normally, they're not found around here. But, you're gonna take me for a fool.
Give it a try.
Have you heard about the depths? Trenches that plunge into the earth and that shelter creatures unlike any other.
You're talking about mythology.
Indeed, you're right.
The police took the decision to put the killer whale back into the sea.
You've got to understand them. They didn't know what to do with it.
I think that was a mistake. Who says that whatever caused those wounds is no longer in these waters?
You think we should have kept it?
To look into the real cause of its death, at least. The miraculous catch. Is it a local legend?
Not at all. It's an episode from our glorious past. Go read the story of the sailor's return to Darkwater Harbor. It's displayed on a wall of the stranded whale.
I found a threatening letter, signed by a certain cat.
What? I don't mind you visiting my harbor master's office. But I'd prefer if you didn't go through my affairs.
怒られ
Are
た
you。being blackmailed?
Not exactly, no. That shyster wants to make us pay protection money.
With any success?
I wouldn't say that.
そう
but
で
she
はない。
terrifies my
洗え
men
や。
as much as her own.
Can you not do anything to stop her?
Don't you worry about that.
I shall be on my way.
So come back and see me when you've got something new.
すぐつける。ああ、シャチが後ろの方に。
Oh, yeah. He's gonna get us into trouble.
You didn't tell me that the warehouse I was looking for was right in front of us.
Because its owner is dead. And I don't want to see you hanging around it. Now please, leave us to our work.
You can't. Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters. You're crazy.
They're cops. They can't
変わらないんだ。
understand.
Damn stupid idiots.
Forget it. Nobody listens to us anyway.
That's no way to treat an
おー、
old
し
man.
ゃ、
Oh, yeah.
硬い、硬
He's
い。
gonna get us into
Hey.
trouble.
あんねえぞ、こ
You
れ。
can't understand. You're not sailors. It's a sign.
この人たちもね。よ
You saw what happened with those sailors. Don't hang around here unless you want trouble with the bootleggers.
This warehouse looks abandoned. Why does it interest them so much?
No doubt a question of territory, but I ain't asking. You want to know more, go ask the captain.
Good. Thank you.
Oh.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand, nose around too much, you'll have dealings with her.
I've seen the kind of messages their boss sends. You're not scared of her.
Of course I am. Everyone's scared of that woman. She's not interested in small fry like me. You, on the other hand...
This warehouse...
No doubt a
Good. I shall...
ここに車が突っ込んでんの。チアルズ。
It looks like there's a way in under this grate.
侵入口がありそうだ。ERP 推しだ。
A whale vertebra. If the newspaper clipping in the bar is true, this bone is a real fossil. I could use this old winch to lift the grating, but it...
あ、回すやつがないと。回すやつを探してこいと。おい。E キーで毎回触らんとあかんのめんどくさいな。おお、こんなところに。
This handle will be perfect for the winch.
巻き上げ機。やはりこっちから行っていいのかな。あ、せんとこ。違う。あ、なるほど。正面から行って一回入れないよっていうフラグを立てないと、あそこから侵入できないと。そういうことね。
omen. Oh, yeah? He's gonna get us into trouble. You can't understand. You're not sailors.
Oh, no.
It's a sign.
What could have done so much damage?
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters.
そうか。ああ。ああ。ああ。取れない。どうも。調査。開いちゃうんだ。いるんじゃねえよ。
Hello, old friend.
お酒。なるほど。出したり。二人で反応するってことが敵が。よし。
You live here?
Why did you do that, huh? We saw what you did to St. Brendan. Yeah, we'll teach you to come onto our island and ridicule our protectors.
さっきの像やな。
I've never heard of this saint. Is it a local belief?
But everyone knows St. Brendan, the navigator. He's the patron saint of whales and whalers.
What happened to the statue?
Go see for yourself. He's at the end of the jetty. There's you, our beloved statue, and then those two bozos behind us. Wait, now that I think about it, it's got to be them. There's one of them who's always going back and forth to the statue. Quieter. That's all we need for them to hear us. What brings you to dark water?
The two guys behind you. What are they guarding?
The bootleggers. Scum. They're protecting their territory. From whom, I wonder? They really don't have a choice anyway. They're more scared of Cat than an attack by drunken sailors. If only they would kill each other.
Is it Cat who's shaking down Captain Fitzroy?
Hold on just a minute. We didn't tell you a thing. Nothing at all.
That statue represents your local saint.
What do you mean by local, exactly? He wouldn't be looking down at us, like all townspeople do. St. Brendan. He protected whalers and fishermen like us. Until those assholes defaced him.
Peculiar house.
Yeah, that's where we live. Our boat. It's not because it doesn't float anymore that we're going to abandon it.
Isn't that a bit early for alcohol?
We got nothing better to do anyway. There's not much work around here. Fitzroy gives us a few chores every now and again, but since the whaling station shut down, ain't a lot of jobs left around here. So we drink.
なるほど。島について。
I've taken enough of your time.
We'll see you later.
あ 気合い入れて走る。あ、オカ
Saint
ルト。
Brendan, patron saint of sailors and travelers. Desecrated. Looks like Phoenician. Or a very primitive runic script. I've never seen anything like it.
ああ、真ん中に書いてあるんだな。
This language, it's a whole lot older than this statue.
書いてある。ああ。なんて書いてるかわかんないじゃん。風文字みたいなやつ。きれい。
No, if it gets out, I'll have serious problems with Yuno.
How could you be dumb enough to leave the entrance to the warehouses unguarded?
Keep your voice down. Why not go and shout at the cat while you're at it? I don't want to end up with her little knife under my throat.
It's a stiletto, you idiot. And with that smell on your breath, I don't give you much chance anyway. Who's this guy?
No idea. You better keep it shut.
Boy, we don't have a clear conscience.
Quiet. What's with you wandering around here like a hungry dog?
We saw you talking to the two soaks. Go die of thirst, the lot of you. It'll stink less.
I've got to enter the Hawkins warehouse. I guess it's going to be complicated.
No, it's very simple, in fact. Fuck off.
I don't give a damn about your racket. I just want to get into this warehouse.
And we don't give a damn about you. Whatever your reason for wanting inside, there's nothing we can do for you.
So, who are you?
Are you stupid or are you doing it on purpose?
Everybody knows us on Darkwater.
I've just arrived.
Let's just say we're standing guard for the owner of the site. And we let no one enter her property.
I went to see the statue of Saint Brendan.
What makes you think we did?
We're bootleggers, not savages.
Who do you think defaced the statue?
What do I know? They could have done it by themselves.
The sailors?
Who else, in your opinion? And who's interested?
Kat. She's your boss.
What? You listen through keyholes?
She's the boss, yeah. She says who goes in or not.
Shut up, you dummy. You wanted to know that you also talk too much.
She must be quite intimidating if she can make two men like you tremble.
She redid the smile of the last one who wanted to get in.
I hope he had a good dentist.
No, you don't understand. She really cut him a new smile.
But he only smiles with the left cheek.
What are you guarding, exactly?
Listen, bonehead, we already told you that we're guarding our boss's turf.
I've got to get inside. It's your boss who sent me.
Oh, yeah? And why didn't she say anything to us?
She sent me to see who's filching her stock.
I don't know what you're talking about.
You got no proof to back up your claims, and I'd advise you against snitching.
If I can't get rid of those two, I'll have to look for another way.
There's something coming. Something real bad.
Don't put that beast back in the water, you shysters! You're crazy!
The cops, they can't understand.
We're no longer at home on our own island.
Calm down. It's not worth the effort.
I told him,
that flunky, that he'll see what a real sailor has in his belly.
If you continue like that, everyone will see what you've got in your belly.
I hope so. I hope they don't forget the lesson. Me? I'm not scared of some girl.
I mean they're going to cut you open, you idiot. Calm down.
ああ。はい、女なんです。そしたら、ダメにはなる。星がどうこうじゃなくて、力、もんなんだ。あれはい。いやいや。あ。
A ratchet device. Exactly what I need.
必要だったってことね。まだ必要なもんがある。で、わかんねえな。お。いや。
It should be possible to mount this cogwheel on the winch.
なるほど、めんどくせえな。これ回しまーす。
Looks like everything is in its place. All I have to do is turn this handle.
力こそパワー。あ、うっさー。
Smoke. It's coming from this oil. I hope it's not toxic. I hope.
あ、に入っていっちゃうんだ。こっちの方ちょっと。だな、こんなとこ。あ、そう。近いから。来たね。お、なんもねえんだ。おお、タコ。パンチが下がった。そう。魔術がないから、パンチがちょっと下がるルートに打ち込まれるか。
This is primitive.
Oh. Vamos.
Oh, this place stinks. What is the connection between this place and...
からするのか。アルトス、列。おー、違う違う違う。医学とオカルトスキルは環境内で発見したオブジェクトのみで上がります。あー、ファック。話術、心理学かな。
The Sarah Hawkins case.
ああ、これが。ああ。ここがインマウスの。AC に入る。
Le Petit Parisien. Who might keep a news clipping about Sarah Hawkins? What is this picture of Charles and Sarah Hawkins doing here? The glass is shattered, like someone smashed it.
Punch.
Was it before or after the removal of these bandages? Who has enough money to buy painkillers, but stays in a place like this? It smells as bad as it looks. Whoever hid it here seems to worship Sarah Hawkins. What just happened? Did I imagine?
Someone has settled in here.
And whoever it is has something to tell me about the Hawkins case. Is there anyone in there? You! Don't move! Detective Pierce. I told you to stay away from this warehouse.
協力しましょ
You seem like a competent officer. We should help each other.
You're trying to manipulate me, Mr. Pierce. I hate to be taken for a fool.
All right, Inspector Lestrade. Let me take a more direct approach. Can you explain what this painting is doing here?
This strange portrait. Wait, I know it.
Let me guess. It was in the Hawkins mansion.
Precisely. You can still see the burn marks. There's no doubt about it. I must admit that you seem fairly competent. But I can't allow you to stay here.
I've seen enough. It's the Hawkins mansion that interests me now.
Of course. You want to go back along his trail. I'd like to understand how this painting made it to here. Come on. My car's parked down the
う。
way.
あ、助けてくれんねや。
Andrews, would you please shut the door? And open your eyes, damn it. This guy went right under your nose. God damn it. Her again. This case has nothing to do with you, Baker. Clear the passage or I'll shut you up for obstruction.
Officer Bradley, you've finally grown a pair. Too bad you're too fat to see them down there.
Why, you?
Come on, keep the smile. You don't want to force me to widen it.
Okay, I get it. Can we go to the mansion now?
Who the hell are you? What were you doing on my turf? I've got my eye on you. We'll meet again.
火をつけられた。
This mansion.
Look behind you, at the top of the ridge. You see the building?
遠いわ。
That's the Hawkins mansion. Come on, we got some driving to do.
遠いわ、普通に。びっくりしたわ。めっちゃ遠い。あ。血が先かうんぬんの話ってこのおっさんのことか。
Well, here we are, Hawkins Mansion. The place has been abandoned since the fire. There's only old Winchester in his hut.
I see no scorched trees or fire damage on the building.
You're pretty damn observant, ain't you? The fire was quickly contained. Old Silas acted as soon as he could.
Not soon enough to save the Hawkins.
They were trapped in the drawing room. And don't go troubling Silas anymore. His guilt torments him enough as it is. Are we gonna take a closer look at this mansion, or do you have other questions?
You won't get me to believe that it looked any better 3 months ago.
It's a very old building, you know? Its foundations would probably date from the arrival of the first settlers.
Huh. It's really that old.
Come on, let's leave the stories of the dead alone. They've nothing to do with your case anyhow. Let's go up there. Unless you still have questions.
You're the one who looked after the Hawkins case.
Don't think I was trying to hide it. It's just that this discovery shakes my convictions.
That's why you're so keen to find out who removed the painting from the mansion.
Yes.
ほうほ
If something escaped us, or if there's been a law enforcement error, then it's up to the police to make good its mistake. Anything else?
He's clearly not doing any gardening.
You know, Silas Winchester has been working for the Hawkins family as far back as I can remember. Charles was like a son to him. The day of the fire, he lost his whole
う。
family, so he's got nowhere to go. And, as you'll see, in a way he's still watching over them. Is there anything else you want to ask me? Or do you want to go up there?
I prefer to be prepared if there's going to be trouble.
It's a wise attitude. But apart from old Silas and some rotten floorboards, there's nothing to worry about.
Could he be a problem?
Strictly speaking, he
Yes.
ain't dangerous. But since the tragedy, he's been a little touched. Though he's a remarkably sturdy man, given his age. A true force of nature.
A sad old man doesn't worry me.
Gee, if you don't want to listen to my advice, we might as well go. Right?
Night falls quickly here, and I want to be able to see when we arrive.
I'll go with you. If only to reassure Silas.
Why not? You can help.
Right. Let's go.
一緒に行こうぜ。死にそうやけど。
Recently fallen.
ああ。
It's as if all life has abandoned the place.
急に喋るやん。調査させろ。
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins.
I told you. Silas Winchester is still watching over the Hawkins family.
I must say, it's pretty gloomy.
So, Detective, does this place inspire any thoughts?
Do you know if Charles Hawkins had any enemies?
Not to our knowledge. He was a well-respected personality on the island. I don't understand. Silas would never have let such a thing happen.
Why were they buried here?
I was given to believe that it was Charles Hawkins' wish.
Strange idea. I imagine Webster wasn't too pleased.
Mrs. Hawkins' father? It's said that he's devastated.
Let's go to the mansion.
Please give me a minute. I didn't expect to set foot back here after the burial. What kind of deranged individual would defile this sanctuary? And steal a burnt painting? I don't see Silas doing such a thing.
Someone must really hate Charles Hawkins. The flowers on Sarah Hawkins' grave are fresh. Poor kid.
Oh. What's that? Oh, what's that? It's been here. So 正面から入られへんやろ。
I'll have to find another entrance. This entrance is still in use.
キョロキョロ。あ、ないな。
Whoa! Whoa! You are trying to force the door, you nosy prick!
Easy, sir, all right? Put down the axe.
You know what we do with rubble like you? We gut them. Dump them into the ocean.
Whoa! You're Mr. Winchester. Lower that axe. Let's talk calmly.
I'll show you how we have it out on Darkwater.
You haven't forgiven yourself. You stay here to honor the memory of the deceased.
That's true. I want no more violence. No more tragedy.
It's painful to be the last one left.
You don't know how right you are. Understood. I'm listening.
The police report describes a domestic accident. But Stephen Webster has several reasons to believe that this may not be the case.
Webster is as stubborn as an old mule. And I did tell him that we should let the dead rest in peace.
He wants to restore the reputation of his daughter. I just need to see where the fire started.
No, I can't let you in. The mansion isn't safe.
That's why you barricaded the entrance.
That's right.
And this door?
It's locked, and I make sure it stays that way.
No one lives in the mansion, and you don't take care of it anymore. If you have a good reason to be here, I'm listening.
There's vermin. I keep an eye out.
Vermin?
Yeah, that's it, vermin.
Right. This is what we're going to do. I go inside, and I promise that I'll hunt vermin. Okay with you?
I'm not sure.
If there's nothing else to fear, you can give me that key.
Right. Take the key and do what you have to do. Go on, then. Just to get rid of you.
Let's see what more I can learn from this mansion.
Yes. Shall we enter? Now that you've finished your fun and games with Silas, we can perhaps inspect the mansion.
You're right. Let's go.
お前が来てくれれば。私早かったんじゃん。
Let's take a look inside.
I'm with you.
捜索。火事の現場ね。
Follow me. I know the place. Who left this light on?
The Last Supper of the Hawkins. What does this tell me?
すげえ、ちゃんとカビまで生えてる。カビ生えてる。多分もっと生えてるだろうけど。
Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family. Sarah Hawkins and little Simon. The perfect picture of the middle-class family.
いや、再現やってる。 れで再現入った。
This roast. What strange creature has flesh like this?
確かに。何これ絶対やばいやつやん。
This place is for the head of the family, Charles Hawkins.
飲めない。よし。
The boy was probably here. Smashed his plate on the floor.
Oh.
Sarah Hawkins' plate. Why did she leave it untouched? Something happened at this table. An argument?
ちぎれてる親父。
Hey, Pierce. Daydreaming again?
Working, officer. This dinner table tells us a lot about the Hawkins family life.
Well, we don't have all day. The scene of the fire is next door.
Was Charles Hawkins some kind of explorer?
Silas
Too
managed
much
to bring the
rubble.
fire under control,
I'll find an easier way.
but it was already too late for the Hawkins.
Charles and Sarah's wedding, as painted by Sarah herself. Let's see if I can find something the cops missed. Did someone escape the fire?
こんな逃げ方する?
The child's corpse left a trace. Where are the others? Was Charles Hawkins a heavy drinker? They had a fight. Why? Did it stop at the time of the fire?
Oh.
Did Sarah Hawkins lose one of her shoes? How? If the painting I found on the docks really came from here, how come it didn't burn? Blood. This lamp was thrown. This was no accident. This was a fight. Someone fell here. A desperate attempt to flee. And the boy.
So, Detective, what do you make of it?
Much of this evidence simply contradicts the investigation's findings.
Really? Tell me about it.
I suspect this lamp caused the fire.
That's what the investigation suggested, too.
But does your report mention the bloodstains? The lamp didn't fall, it was thrown at someone.
For heaven's sakes, no. The report doesn't mention that.
I was under the impression the fire started around midnight.
Yes, Silas banged on our door around 1 a.m. Poor devil ran so hard he was almost belching his lungs out.
This clock burned before 10 p.m.
That's impossible. What you imply? Silas never would have hurt the Hawkins family. Besides, Dr. Fuller confirmed the hour of death in his report. Your clock must have already have stopped.
Dr. Fuller?
A brilliant surgeon, and a friend of the family. I'm sure he took the matter to heart. I see no reason to doubt his word.
So be it. Let's move on.
新着1、次のレス。書き込みをした人によって削除されました。
何、間違えたの
It would seem at least one person fled the crime scene.
What'd you say?
That mark on the door. Someone's hand slid down there. The left side has no mark. The door was open and that someone left.
For God's sake. I mean, if it's Charles or Sarah, they wouldn't have left their son.
They would rather die in the flames as a family instead of calling for help? I don't buy it.
Oh, yeah?
I can tell where young Simon was, but not his parents. Where were their bodies found?
I can't help you on that one. Charles and Sarah's bodies had already been carried away when I got here.
Without your authorization? By whom?
Marshall, Andrews, Chief West. We never deal with cases like that, you know. So, well...
I found a bottle of whiskey. Empty.
Charles sure liked that drink.
No glass. I suspect one of them drank heavily to calm down. Charles, most probably.
That's pretty thin.
Uh-huh.
Who says that bottle hadn't been there for a while?
I firmly believe this fire was more than just an accident.
Huh. What's your theory?
I suspect a crime of passion.
You sure of that?
There's only one way to be sure.
I just ask that you don't disturb anything. If Chief West found out about what we're doing, I'd be in serious trouble.
This door is locked.
Lock.
These bandages are covered in dried blood. The same bandages that I saw in the warehouse on the docks. And given the bloodstains, I'd also say that it's the same person. The lyrics of the drunken sailor. A sea shanty. This door is blocked from the outside. An original edition of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, dated 1818.
金の上にランプを置くな。
What do you know about Charles Hawkins' activities?
Well, not much, to be honest. We all assumed the Hawkins lived on Charles's inheritance.
This place was falling apart long before the fire. Moby Dick, Melville's classic. The epic battle between man and whale. Mandatory. This piano is in disrepair. Looks like the Hawkins kept it more for decoration than for music. A book on the first inhabitants of the island. It seems they got here around the 14th century. Greek mythology. Hecate, goddess of the dead, daughter of Tartarus, and mother of Scylla. Dark water history. This place was settled back in 1692. A book on hunting whales, the island's staple diet last century. One of Sarah Hawkins' paintings. Her style sure is recognizable.
これ。下に。あ。
20,000 leagues under the sea. Another story about the mysteries of the deep. What could Sarah have done to make this person threaten to call the police?
戦略。くるってなった。どうなったいけないじゃん。川。おやけ。
Locked. The boys' room.
再現。おやってると工場 この本じゃない。
A child's fort. From what threat was Simon protecting his world? Tom Sawyer. Mark Twain. Sarah must have read it to him before bed.
そうなんだ。
Sleeping pills. Strong for an 11-year-old boy. What was wrong with this family?
何がああ。
What nightmarish vision could have inspired them? Simon's troubles went beyond family problems. That kid saw something. Something terrified him. Locked.
Gee. 開いちゃうんだ。わ。なんかやっとる。
Was Sarah Hawkins interested in the occult? What was she trying to achieve? Sarah Hawkins' agent was getting worried. Seems she wasn't giving any signs of life.
ホーキンス。エージェント、侵害、開始始め。彼女はエージェントに書かれている。あ、ここにも。顎長っ。
This ledger lists all of the paintings Sarah Hawkins sold. It seems the last one was given for free to a Francis Sanders. I wonder why. Despite what happened, they seem to have loved each other. The door is blocked on the other side. Bradley? Is that you?
So.
What will her room reveal about her? This padlock is too complicated for me.
なるほど。帽子がないと
Barbiturates. Sarah Hawkins must have been extremely agitated resorting to such a treatment.
So.
Is anyone there?
You! Stop!
Stop!
Bradley, did you see which way he went?
Who? I didn't see anyone. I just heard some noise. Are you all right?
A man was hiding on the upper level. He ran when he saw me. He can't be far.
I'll cover you.
This door was closed earlier. Where did he go? As if the bookcase has been moved several times.
Do you really think that your fugitive came in here?
Clearly, Charles Hawkins knew Captain Fitzroy very well. I wonder who the man with the glasses is in the photograph. Have you seen the old Maritime? It looks like an old seaway map. Charles Hawkins was a sort of traveler, right?
More like an adventurer, I guess.
Oh.
He left for months, exploring remote places and abandoned temples.
なるほど。やばい時にランプを使えと。
It looks like a freehand map of dark water. Certain areas have been highlighted. I wonder why. The Scylla. This panel is movable. Cogwheels. They must be linked to an opening mechanism. Probably a secret passage. I must find a way to activate the opening mechanism. I'd be better off not touching them for the moment.
ああ、なるほど。力を。
This globe seems to have been part of some mechanism.
わからんで。なんかあった？ああ、なるほど。上も下も動ける。なんかあった？わかんないよ。
Doesn't work. I must have missed something. The Scylla. It's the boat that was stranded at the entrance to the harbor.
手がかり。なんて書いてねえよな。ばかり。ないのか。関係してないのか。どこなの？法力で行くぜ。
Great. I managed to force the gears.
力こそパワー。
Well done, Pierce.
あげねえ。これまみれじゃん。あ、次の章に。もう22時か。
Secret passage under the manor. Like a detective novel. That guy must have already gotten far.
Yeah, and he had a direct means of entry to the crime scene. We must find him.
What is this place? It's more than just a tunnel. Look. Someone's been here recently.
剣士
Did Charles Hawkins use this place? Who were the others?
彼らってわかんない。顔のない人。
Whatever Charles Hawkins hid here, he didn't want it in his house. What is this mask supposed to represent?
Ah. Oh, 顔が。子供抱いてんの。怖っ。
This piece of cloth is unmistakably from a dress. Was Sarah Hawkins here?
いた。だよさ。
This symbol.
ああ。
What does it mean?
わかりません。落とした。携帯背中。
Of course.
And something tells me that the key is climbing these steps. There's tunnels all over this island. Given the size of this cave, there's gotta be other entrances.
The passage continues further down. Might as well start with that.
I ain't gonna squeeze in there. I'll find another way. If possible, I prefer not to ruin my uniform.
Fine. Go look for another entrance. I'll try my luck down below.
はいの。死なないでよ。いったねー。だねー。
Some kind of dream catcher. If I touch it, it'll turn to dust.
なるほど。来ないようにすると。
These paintings must be several centuries old. A sad way to go. An old diary.
牧師。
These paintings must be several centuries old. This monstrous creature must be an allegory.
Yeah.
These people lying down. Are they dead? Are they asleep? These buildings seem to have come out of the water.
ああ、さっき絵描いてたの。これか。あ、ここに行ったのか。
Time has weakened these structures.
途中で、あーっつって落ちるわけじゃない？あったよね。超臭いな。
I don't have time to search them all. This oil again. What is it used for?
クソ謎オイル。開きましたわ。広っ。
What's going on here?
めっちゃ人おるやん。
Beers. Keep your voice down. We're not alone.
Good God. What have you got me into?
We'll see. I'll go on. Try to go down on your side.
Yeah, there's a passage. I'll meet you at the bottom.
あ、こっちから行けと。首ない？
A mass grave.
足。二人で落ちんの。 ああ、それでここになるんだ。
I can't breathe. What's happening?
Is it my turn?
Yes, it is time. You will soon be one of us, if your body and mind are ready.
I dream of it every night. I have constant visions. I am ready.
I'm ready.
Good enough. Prove it to us.
It's like in my dream. Pre-classical Latin? Let's see what it says. What is this awakening they talk about? The sacred flesh. It seems to have been used recently. Probably some sort of ritual.
奇跡のこちらは上では、鍵開け器を、なんだかな。あーんって。
You who sleeps, accept this dreamer under your immortal wing.
Ya Cthulhu Nithsiha Fitagen.
Grant him your flesh and accept his, so that his body and yours may be one.
Yibithink Hupadk Cthulhu Bithinkor.
Grant him your mind and accept his, so that his mind and yours may be one.
I feel him.
Shh. You are gifted indeed. Not another word. Bring me more sacred flesh, part of you. Oh, you who sleep. We pray for your return into the kingdom of the earth.
Dead? This ritual killed him. Where's the sense in that?
We are ready for the ceremony. What about your protege?
His awakening is complete. He will join you shortly.
Oh. こっちもこっちでやばかった。
Bradley, what are you doing here? I saw two odd-looking guys coming down. Seemed up to no good. What in the world is this?
An intruder!
Oh, shit! Don't move! Police! Don't move! I won't hesitate!
Bradley, get back!
Shoot.
Get back!
You asked for it!
Yeah.
You shouldn't have seen this.
Ah.
It's all caving in. I need to get out of here.
逃げろ逃げろ。逃げろ。生き埋めになった。足が。
My leg.
あ、大丈夫なんだ。すごいね。足が大丈夫なんだ。ないじゃん。
Light. At last.
ああ、刑事が死んじゃった。バーサイド病院。じゃあ、ここでセーブ入るから、読み込んで、終わりにしよう。ポイントでしよう。そっからどうやって。Oh.
He's having a seizure.
He will survive. Strong subject.
ずるい患者だ。
I can't get up. Don't move, Pierce. You can certainly say that you gave us a scare.
What did you do to me? Undo these straps.
Whoa, go easy, my friend.
Your dad, he killed you.
Are you sure he's better?
He was dead,
Me too. We were dead. What are you doing?
I'm sorry, my friend.
What? No.
はっは。楽しいな。ああ、ここからなるんだ。今日はこの辺で終わります。ウルフの続きは、水曜日かな。じゃ、お疲れさん。さよなら。